Well, according to my handy dandy little camera there, we still got 36 minutes of memory left on the camera memory stick. So this is Tom Styles, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show, and I'm like slopping wet from the humidity. Need to dry my hands off. I was supposed to bring a towel and I forgot. So anyway, the other thing I was going to do today while I was in the park, I'm here at the park where I've set up before, and I've got my fishing pole used to hoist my antennas. I have two antennas today, and I don't know if there's any interaction because the wires are coming down parallel, and there might be an interaction, there might not. It doesn't appear there's any interaction, but we'll see. And the one antenna that I was testing in a previous video is the loop antenna. And what I wanted to test now, because I got an inquiry about the Kaito emergency radio, the Voyager Pro 600, in that I did not do a field test of this radio. I just forgot. That's what happens when you get old. You forget, and at least that's what my excuse is. This radio, even though it's about $75, is an emergency radio and a shortwave radio on top of that. So it gets AM, FM, the weather band, NOAA weather band, and shortwave. And the question the person has or had was, is it any good on shortwave? And of course, I tested it a little bit in a previous video about a year ago, but it was in my office, and so I can't receive shortwave that well. And it does not have an external antenna connection. So the only way I can use an external antenna is to clip it onto the built-in shortwave antenna. So I just did a video a few minutes ago, and I was able to receive WWV on 10 megahertz and 15 megahertz very strong. So we're just going to try that right now. The one thing bad about, and I got one more extension here, one thing bad about this particular radio is, and it's probably not even in the picture totally, is the shortwave antenna is extremely short. I don't know if that shows up there or not. It's extremely short. It's only, let's see, it's only a foot long, 12 inches long. That's way short for a shortwave antenna. And it does not rotate or anything like that. It's straight up. So that's a definite disadvantage to listen to shortwave. You really need at least 24 to 30 inches in your built-in antenna. Okay, anyway, with that being said, let's turn the radio on. I haven't used it. Turn the volume down. I haven't used it in quite a while, so it may take me a little while to figure out how to use it again. Okay, right now we're on the weather bands, and I thought I was. Yeah. There it is. The next advisory will be issued at 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight. Now I have two NOAA weather stations out of the 7 that I can receive almost on any radio. They're very close, they're very strong, no problem. But we're going to look at shortwave this morning. So I got to figure out how to get to the shortwave band. I think you push this button here. There's medium wave. There's long wave. It also has long wave. Forgot about that. And there's shortwave. And it's on 10 megahertz where I left it. And that's coming in pretty good. A little muffled. So let's see if we can improve on that. The loop antenna comes with some adapters. And one of the adapters, is this guy right here, which allows you to, if you don't have an antenna, external antenna jack, to clip it on to your telescopic antenna. So I'm going to hook this up, and I'm going to use the preamplifier that comes with, and this is the Kaito KA33 little loop antenna. I've got it up on my fishing pole. If you look at one of my previous videos, you'll see what my fishing pole setup is. Plug that in. I'll use the little clip here to clip it to this guy. I'll turn the volume back up and quit shortening the antenna to my leg. And then we have to turn this preamplifier on, and then we have to manually tune it. And I think I touched the dial. Yeah, I did. No? Okay, there's 10 megahertz. There it is. Now there is another station coming in background. That could be one of those two local medium wave stations that I struggle with on radios that are lower quality, I'll call it, as far as image rejection. So it's struggling, even with the loop antenna and the preamplifier. I'm going to disconnect it. So the loop antenna is not helping that much. Might even be making it worse. So I still have to turn this off. I still have my long wire antenna, the 25-foot antenna. Touch that to the shortwave antenna. About the same effect. So it's not improving it that much either. It looks like I'm losing WWV on 10 megahertz, probably because it's 9 o'clock already. Let's try 15 megahertz. Okay, it's doing pretty good there, which is typical as the day progresses. The better bands move up. Early in the morning, you can get 5 megahertz WWV, pretty strong. Up until about 9 o'clock, you can get 10 megahertz. And then after 9 o'clock till late in the afternoon, you can get it on 15 megahertz. Excuse me. So right now it's coming in
at the tone, 12 hours, 59 minutes.
Very strong
Universal time.
On 10 megahertz. So it appeared that using the loop antenna did not improve the signal, at least on 10 megahertz. We can hook it back up again on 15 megahertz, although this is pretty strong.
Those were the final ones that were done.
Now,
will probably be one of those four. Well, your homework is to find
what it did do, and I don't have the preamplifier turned on, is when I hooked up the loop antenna, it appears to have brought in very strong a medium wave station. I'm pretty sure that's that medium wave station that's driving me nuts. At 820 kilohertz. Let's try the preamplifier on and see if it eliminates that problem. Now keep in mind, well, it's faded now, but there's WWV. There's the 2 stations. Then I'm going to turn the preamplifier on.
An all-out man.
And I have to tune it.
9 worshipers at a church in Charleston.
Wow, at least that medium wave station is just overbearing. See if I can tune it out.
The most intolerable and unbelievable act possible.
Why they called the shooting a hate crime. The Mother Emanuel AME Church is truly historic, one of the oldest black churches in the South. Dr. King spoke there in 1962. The current pastor.
No, I can't tune it out. So here, on 15 megahertz, using that loop antenna has made things worse because it brought that medium wave station in much stronger. So I'm gonna not use any external antenna because possibly in an emergency condition you wouldn't be able to do that. And I'm just going to tune the bands here. I'm going to tune down from 15 megahertz. Now what I don't like about this radio, and many other radios have that, I'll call it a problem, it's a design problem, is when you're tuning, because it's a digital type tuner, it mutes the audio, so you have to wait some amount of time, half a second, for the audio to come back in. Don't like that, really don't like that. So basically what you're having to do is you turn the dial to change the frequency 5 kilohertz and wait a half a second to a second for the audio to recover to see if there's any station there. Real pain, real pain. Let's go down to go back to 10 megahertz and then go down from there. That's usually what I'll get this time of day. 31 meter band. Nope, not doing too good. There we go.
The Cuban Five, a group of intelligence agents jailed in the United
Okay,
States
that's pretty strong. That's at 9.570.
The five are due to go on tours to South Africa, Namibia, and Angola, meeting with local groups and celebrities. The Cuban Five have been invited to Africa by the African National Congress.
I think that's normally China radio, and it's probably the repeater that's south of, or the transmitter that's south of Florida, which I should easily be able to pick up. It's coming in good.
As part of a prisoner swap connected.
See if I can go back to that. 9570. And
Welcome to China Drive.
Yeah, that's China radio.
Tells you what's going on in China.
But it's not coming from China, it's coming from their transmitter
Leaders of China and Australia exchange congratulations
close to me.
on signing of a long-awaited bilateral free
And,
trade agreement. We'll look at that story in some depth in just a couple of minutes, and that will be with a full price among global car
The other thing this radio doesn't have is it doesn't have a signal strength meter at all. So you just have to go by ear.
China's capital city. Blue sky.
Then we just took up the loop antenna.
Meteorological phenomenon.
And sent a message of exclusion to non-Christians.
Again,
Judge found the Foundation's letter here.
as soon as I hook that up, it's picking up the local
Also, the national
medium wave station. So forget using any external antenna on this radio because it appears that it doesn't have very good filtering and it just lets local medium wave stations come in and destroy anything you're hearing on shortwave. So anyway, that's a little bit of testing on the Voyager Pro 600. Again, this is emergency radio. It has a whole bunch of features related to using it in an emergency condition. It even has a feature where right over here, you probably can't see on my camera, it gives you the temperature and the humidity. I wonder what the humidity is. It says the humidity is 71%. I'll have to verify that when I get home. Actually, I can verify that on my cell phone right now. Let me take that opportunity to do that right now. So it said 71%. Let me see what my cell phone says. It says I got a whole bunch of messages and I need to do a whole bunch of things like do a video. And let's see. Click on this right here, the weather. Gotta go update it. And humidity is 71%, it says. So the little humidity thing you do on that radio is 100% correct right now. So that is pretty cool. And what did it say the temperature was? I forgot already. 86 degrees, and the radio says the temperature is 86.9. So that function is working pretty darn good. And it's, kind of useful information when you have, bad weather, shall we say, or you don't have any power to turn on your TV. So overall, this is a pretty cool little radio. Not too outstanding on shortwave though. Does even have a light. And like I said, I did a full review of this in another show about a year ago. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you really enjoy it, please take the time and share it. You can go down there, there's a little button below the video marked share. You push that button and you can share on Facebook or Google Plus or Twitter, or even it'll give you the link. You could copy the link and put it anywhere you want to. So I'd appreciate it if you'd share my videos so that other people can find out about my show. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Oh, I have to get up now. Ugh.